Hi, I'm Dr. Anthony Miyazaki, and I'm here to answer some questions about your personal brand, your professional brand, and marketing yourself. What is your personal brand? Your personal brand can be represented by the set of attributes and emotions that come to people's minds when they think about you. It's very similar to the branding of goods and services in the marketplace. When we hear particular brand names such as Apple, Samsung, Amazon, Google, BMW, or Nike, we often think of combinations of attributes that are represented by those brands, or we feel certain emotions, whether positive or negative, in reference to those brands. We might think of positive attributes or emotions, such as reliability, high quality, excitement, or comfort, or negative attributes or emotions, such as poor service, overcomplexity, distrust, or anxiety. What we think and how we feel toward a particular brand can make a significant difference in how we act toward that brand. Positive actions might include seeking more information about the brand, making a purchase, or recommending the brand to others, whereas negative actions could include providing unfavorable reviews, making negative comments on social media, or seeking out an alternative brand. Your personal brand is similar. When people hear your name or they see your face, the attributes or emotions that come to their minds can determine whether they'll be favorable or unfavorable towards you. This can make a difference when you're interacting with colleagues at work or school, when you're shopping at a store, and especially when you're meeting new people or trying to get a new job. These days, your personal brand can travel far beyond your physical presence. When people hear your name or read your resume or see your name on social media, a strong personal brand that inspires positive attributes and emotions, such as trustworthiness, dedication, or happiness, will likely be much more beneficial to you than a personal brand that elicits negative emotions and attributes, such as dishonesty, laziness, or anger. What should that mean to you? Your personal brand is the currency with which you can make a multitude of critical exchanges during your life. It will impact who you'll have as friends, how others will interact with you, and your entire career. As such, the development of your personal brand should be of primary importance to you. What is your professional brand? A wide variety of social scientists have shown that when people process information, they're often influenced by the context in which they experience that information. The processing of information about products, people, or even our personal brands adheres to this effect as well. Thus, something that you experience at home may have a very different impact on you than if you had experienced the same product or event or occurrence at the beach or in a movie theater or at work. So, before we talk about how this applies to your professional brand, let's first acknowledge that people's personal brands are fairly multifaceted. People might convey certain attributes and emotions more or less intensely when they're at home as opposed to when they're playing a sport, or when they're in a meeting at work versus when they're dancing at a party. Consider, for example, a father who plays silly games with his infant child when at home, but who is much more serious while trying cases as an attorney in a courtroom. Or perhaps a college basketball coach who's active and loud and intense while she's leading her team, but is calm and empathetic when she's volunteering at a bereavement center. Your personal brand, then, is a conglomeration or combination of the various attributes you display, and that are also perceived by others. As for your professional brand, it's some subset of those attributes that are demonstrated and are perceived by others when you or your brand are considered in the workplace or in a work-related environment or situation. Now, this doesn't mean that you can act completely irresponsibly while you're away from work and expect people at work to perceive your professional brand to be one of high integrity or high responsibility. And that's because in many environments, personal brands and professional brands are becoming more and more blended. That what people do away from work can potentially influence their workplace or professional brands. What does this mean to you? As you develop and maintain your personal brand, always consider how your actions might affect not just that particular multifaceted brand, but also how those actions might affect your professional brand. While this is relevant in your everyday life, it becomes particularly important when you're looking for a job or being considered for a promotion. Finally, consider that personal and professional brands, like reputations, are rather fragile. What might take you months or years to build up can be destroyed by a single careless act or an insensitive statement. Nurture your personal and professional brands and build them with an authenticity with respect to who you are and who you're striving to be. What does it mean to market yourself? Just as goods, services, businesses, etc., have to be marketed to the right target segments and at the right times, it's important to market your personal and professional brands by considering what it is that you want to portray and to whom you want to portray it. Many people worry that a conscious attempt to market themselves will be perceived as annoying or fake or even pretentious to their target audiences. This brings up the issue of authenticity. Marketing yourself is not about fooling people to have them think that you're something that you're not. We wouldn't want to sell a product on false pretenses, saying that it had certain features that it really didn't have. Likewise, we should not try to market our own brands in ways that misrepresent who we are. This becomes a tough dilemma for many people. Let's say that you like to market yourself as an expert on mobile technology or mobile marketing, but you really don't have the skills to back up that particular professional brand. What do? Do you overstate your abilities? Do you fake it until you make it? Do you mislead your potential employers during the interview by avoiding direct answers to their questions? No. The best way to market yourself is to build a better product, to build a better you. If you'd like to market yourself as an expert on mobile technology, then learn all you can about mobile technology. If you want to market yourself as helpful, punctual, a team player, or someone with other positive traits or attributes, then work to develop those traits and attributes. Too many bad marketers will try to convince you to portray yourself in as positive a manner as possible, even when you lack the skills or traits that you're attempting to portray. They want you to fool people into believing that you're something that you're not. In the long run, this can be a disastrous strategy. The best way to market yourself is to build up your skills and traits and then to create as much a match as possible between the perception of who you are and the reality of who you are. This is how and when being authentic can really work. Assessing your skill sets, strengths, interests, and passions, and then combining those with the development of your personal and professional brands will help you to create goals that are relevant to you with respect to building a better product to you. From there, you can use basic marketing principles and concepts to market your brand as you see fit and to market it to the target audiences of your choosing. Marketing yourself, truly marketing yourself by building your product before you promote it will be a positive, life-changing experience if you put in the time, effort, and serious consideration necessary to plan and implement a comprehensive marketing plan. And if you haven't already started, the time to start is now.